Great. So I'm so glad to speak with you. So I know that you are part of you're actually the face of the Ad Council's Be More campaign, which is
Yes.
wonderful. It's so awesome. Now, how did you become the face of this campaign?
Well, the Ad Council was launching this new anti-bullying campaign, and they wanted to kind of round up a bunch of YouTubers and musicians and actors and people who have fans and a following to kind of come together and make this PSA for anti-bullying. And the whole message of the campaign is that we've all said and done things before that we maybe regret, or we're like, sorry we did that and we're not proud of it. But we can all be more than that and be nicer to everybody, or hold the door for somebody, or not let anyone bring you down, or not like make somebody feel small. So that's what the whole campaign is about, which I think is really cool.
That is so awesome. I love that idea. And how long have you been a part of this campaign?
I think we filmed the PSA right before Easter, and so it actually hasn't even been that long that the campaign launched. And then Jeff was saying that he saw it, he was watching TV and he saw it come on TV, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, I'll have to, so are they airing that campaign now?
I didn't know that, so I knew that they were at first airing it online, and then they were hoping to raise the money to get it to air on TV. And so when Jeff said he saw it on TV, I was like, whoa, I didn't know that they did that yet. So,
oh, wow. Okay,
I know
maybe
that it's definitely online.
Okay, nice. So you have your own experience, I know, with school bullying. You've experienced it yourself. Can you just kind of share your experience when you were in high school?
Yeah, so for me, I struggled because from a very young age, I knew I wanted to sing country music, and I'm from Massachusetts, and at the time when I first found my love for country music, it wasn't cool for kids to listen to country music. Now it's cool for everybody.
Yeah.
But it wasn't at the time, and so because I was doing something so different that nobody else was doing, it made me kind of an easier target for people to bully me, and people would go online and find my music and just post awful things about it, and it was sad because I felt like I didn't have support from like my peers.
Yeah.
In fact, they like kind of made things, well, they definitely made things way harder because they would say terrible things and make me feel bad and make me feel like I should give up and quit, and that really wasn't right. And it didn't just stop with like mean words. Like I got cyberbullied a lot. A couple of times girls actually like put their hands on me and tried to shove me against the lockers and things like that.
Wow.
And it's just not okay. And I know that everybody who has experienced bullying has their own story, whether it's more severe or less severe. It's not okay. And so that's why it's a really important message for me.
Yeah, definitely. So you got bullied. You had cyberbullying happening to you, and also in person, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
Wow. And this was all because of your love for country music? Like that's how this all started, the bullying?
Yeah. Every time I had like a little like glimmer of success, because I was doing country music, and I also I wanted to perform any chance I could, so I would do the school plays and chorus. And anytime I got like a lead role or booked a cool show, people would say things to me like, you don't deserve it, you should just give up, you should just quit, like you're horrible, you're never going to be good enough, you're never going to be pretty enough, and just say terrible things that like really took a big toll on my self-confidence. And I feel like no kid should have to experience that feeling.
Oh, no, not at all. So have you encountered your bullies since this? Like, have you guys rectified things or made peace?
Well, a few of them, like, try to hang out with me like nothing happened. And I have no interest in, like, doing that.
Yeah.
And then there are some that, like, I don't think any of them really apologized. And I'm pretty sure, like, they probably never will, but that's okay, because I don't need that for closure. Like, I've moved on. I'm super happy with my job. I'm happy every day, and I'm confident in who I am, and they can't take that away from me anymore. So I've completely moved on. So but a few of them try to hang out, and it's super weird.
Wow. I mean, I think that's wonderful how you've overcome that and you're able to go to different schools and speak this message to other people that may be experiencing bullying. So have you started this national, I guess it's like a tour, right, that you're doing to different schools in the U.S.?
So I actually started doing school shows, like going into schools, doing assemblies, talking and singing to kids. I started doing that, I think, in like 2014 or 15, and I would only do like a few here and there, just because in my free time it was something that meant a lot to me. And then when 2018 came around, I set a goal to visit 100 schools in the year of 2018, and so for starting in January until the end of the school year, I visited like 50 or 51 schools. And then when fall comes around, I'm going to finish the rest of the schools and hopefully like beat my goal.
Wow.
So I'm kind of like in the middle of it. I'm like on summer vacation like the kids.
That is so awesome. So have you, I'm sure you've been able to help a lot of kids just from your story, right? Have kids come up to you with their situation with bullying?
Yeah, it's amazing because social media can be a bad thing, but it can be a really cool tool.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm able to like read messages from the kids who reach out to me afterwards, and sometimes they like to tell me their story, and a lot of them will tell me how it helps them and made them realize that they like have the confidence to do the things they want to do and not let anyone bring them down. And then there have been a couple instances where kids have sent me messages saying that they were suicidal and now they feel like they have more confidence after hearing my story. I think what helps them is seeing somebody who like dealt with bullying but got out of it and made something positive out of it.
Yes.
Because I feel like in the news, all you see is like the kids that committed suicide. Like you don't see like success stories. So I feel like for them to see what this can become, I think that helps them a lot. So it's very special to hear their feedback and hear their stories.
That's so awesome. So I don't know if you've looked at Tinseltown Mom, but we do cater to a lot of mothers. And I'm sure there's, mothers or parents just in general that's going through this situation with their child. Maybe they suspect that they're being bullied, but maybe, their child is too ashamed or whatever the reason, to come forward. Like just coming from your own point of view, like how would you, I guess, suggest that a parent, like if they're suspecting something, reach out to their child just to kind of get more information, just to make sure they're not being bullied or something along those lines?
And that's a tricky situation too, because I was that kid. I was way too embarrassed and shy to talk to my parents about it. And something that I tell the kids when I go to schools is that one of my biggest regrets is not telling my parents everything as it was happening, because they always cheer me up and they always know how to make me feel better. And I just think that would have helped a lot more in the time. But for some reason, I felt too shy and afraid to talk about it. And I think my parents started to notice that something wasn't right when we went on a family vacation to Disney and nothing made me happy. So I think if parents are noticing that maybe their kid isn't being themselves, or maybe they're lacking self-confidence, that could be a major sign that something's going on at school. And just try to, if they can't get any answers out of the kid, because sometimes even if you ask, kids don't want to talk about it.
Right.
You can try to just do things that cheer them up and just kind of spend like quality time together, or set up like play dates. I don't know how old they are, but set up play dates with like kids that they know, or like make them happy and positive. Maybe if they go to a different school or something, but just try to like keep positivity in their life, and maybe eventually they'll talk about it. But that is a hard situation because sometimes it can be impossible to get kids to even tell you about their day.
Right.
So you're like, how was your day? And they're like, good.
Yeah.
I have a brother and he's going into 8th grade, and that's how he is.
Right, exactly. But I think that's great advice that you shared, especially with how you said spend quality time with them, because, I think that can help get them to open up maybe the way that they need to when that quality time is spent. So I think that's awesome. And just lastly, just about your national campaign. So when you go to the schools, do you also perform along with sharing your story?
Yeah, so I tell my story in and then I play the kids a few songs, and we also do a Q&A, so they can ask me any questions they want, whether it's, is your hair actually blonde, to, like, what did you do to get through bullying? So it's just kind of like a fun way, in a light way, to talk about it, and also maybe open up discussions about it in classrooms and maybe at home as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's wonderful. So just going back to you and your love for country music. So you're from Boston, Massachusetts. Like, how did that love for country music even come about?
That's a really good question. So when I was really little, my favorite TV show on Disney Channel was Hannah Montana.
Oh.
I wanted to be her. So she had a guitar, so I needed a guitar. So my parents got me my first guitar when I was 10 years old, and I was taking lessons, and I was given a homework assignment in my guitar lessons to listen to a bunch of country artists like Faith Hill and Keith Urban and Rascal Flatts, and I had to learn their songs in my lessons. And at first I thought, oh, just a boring music lesson homework assignment. But when I was listening to their music for the first time, I really fell in love with the storytelling in country music and also just the sound. And that's when I realized that's what I want to do when I grow up. So it was actually a life-changing homework assignment.
Wow. So how long have you been involved in music? When did you get your start?
So I have loved music, and I knew I wanted music somehow to be my job since I was 5 years old.
Oh.
Because I was into musical theater, and at first I thought I wanted to do musical theater like on Broadway someday. Mm-hmm. And then it transitioned into country music when I got my first guitar.
Oh, wow. That's so amazing. And so so what musicians inspire you now just in your journey?
Well, definitely still the same musicians that I first started listening to, but some newer influences that I really like their sound. I really like Dan and Shay, and even artists like Tim McGraw, who just have like positive messages. Like his song "Humble and Kind," I think is a really positive song.
Yeah. Now, do you also write your music? Is that something that you?
I do. Yes, I write pretty much all my music. I think there's only been one song in the last like 4 years that I didn't write, but I recorded.
Oh, wow. That's
For me, that was a big thing that got me through my bullying.
Yeah.
My parents eventually noticed that I wasn't very happy, and so they noticed I would come home from school and be antisocial, and I would go in my room and I would just play my guitar, and they noticed that music was my outlet, so they said to me one day, you should try to write a song about whatever you're dealing with, because it seems like you're having a tough time right now. And at first I thought they were crazy, but eventually I figured it out, and songwriting became like my diary. So it's like a really big like piece in this, and it's something that like I kind of need to do to cope with life.
right.
And it's like a cool thing.
Yeah, so that was literally your outlet during the dark days for you when you're okay. And I'm sure it's still an outlet for you just as you transition, to other areas of your life. That's so awesome. So I know you have a new album that came out at the beginning of this year. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and then you have 2 singles that just recently came out, I know. What are you doing now as far as your music is concerned? Are you getting ready to go on tour with anyone, or what's going on there?
So I have some like really exciting collaborations that are coming up that I can't say yet, but I'm very excited about it. And I'm also, while I'm doing my school tour in the fall, I'll be visiting radio stations and doing shows in those cities as well. So just more shows, and also new music coming out soon. So I'm really excited about everything that's coming out. Oh, and my children's book.
Yeah, definitely. I heard about the children's book. Yes, I definitely want to talk about that. Tell me about that.
Yes. So the children's book is called Dreams, and it's about me. So I'm like a cartoon character, but as a kid. And I mean, I guess I am still kind of a kid, but more of a kid. And you get to see through pictures my story. And the goal with this book is that even though it has pictures and it's a children's book and it's geared towards younger kids, the message I'm hoping can relate to people of all ages. Because I know the Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, a lot of kids when they graduate like high school or college, they actually get that book as a gift. And so I'm hoping that like this is a book that all ages can relate to.
Wow. So is it already written and already published and everything?
Yeah. So it's already written. again in the fall. So that's really exciting.
Oh, nice. So you'll be selling it, I'm sure, like on different outlets like Amazon and at online bookstores, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay. That's so wonderful.
And the cool thing is, for the most part, I've been going to a lot of middle schools.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll do an elementary school, but it's really hard to, just talk to them. So I think with elementary schools, it'll be so cool to be able to read my book to them, and hopefully they can kind of understand the message better.
Yeah, so that'll be your next tour, visiting 100 schools to read your book to these students.
Right.
I mean, really, so it's really your story in that story Dream, right? That's really your story that you're telling? Wow, that's amazing. So do you have any other entertainment ambitions like acting or anything like that?
That's so funny that you say that because, like I said, I was doing musical theater growing up, so acting was a huge passion of mine. So I'm just so excited and waiting for the opportunity to, tap into acting again. And for the last few years, I've been so focused on country music because I feel like you have to focus on one thing and kind of get successful in that before you can bounce around and do it all.
Right.
And so I have these meetings in LA, and I think I'm supposed to read some lines at some of these meetings, so I'm very excited that hopefully an acting opportunity will come out of it.
Nice. Now, would you be open to moving to LA if the opportunity presented itself?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's funny, I love Nashville, but it's so humid, so I wouldn't mind living in LA.
Yes.
Or Nashville. That'd be okay.
Yeah. Just a couple more questions. Do you have to go now? Or are you okay on time?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay, good. So, there's so many, just, now that you mentioned acting and the whole entertainment industry, just with young people in general, there's so many, well, just with anyone, there's so many temptations. But I feel like with young people, they're just kind of getting their independence, and then they go into the entertainment industry and they have all these things in front of them. How do you, for yourself, how do you, make sure that you're grounded just in this entertainment industry, which is so different from just, a regular 9-to-5 type of job? How do you stay grounded?
I don't know. I know that maybe it's that even though I was doing music and everything for a long time, things didn't really start happening until 2 years ago. So I was 9. I'm 21 now. That I was 19. So I feel like a big piece of that was maturity.
Yeah.
A lot of kids will strike huge success when they're really young and they haven't matured yet. And it's not their fault. It's just they're in such an extreme environment at such a young age, and those are some of their most critical years for developing.
Right.
And so I feel like a huge piece of that is the timing of everything, but also I'm just super. I love spending time with my family. I'm a homebody, so when I'm not working, I am at home playing Monopoly with my family. And that's a wild night for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I always work so hard that I'm so tired that I just want to come home and see my friends and lay low and not get into trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, that's how I've kind of kept it clean. And also knowing that I'm a big sister at home, and I know that I'm a big sister to my younger fans. They're looking at me I need to be a role model. So
right.
That's a huge, thing that's always in the back of my mind that I try to live up to.
Yeah, and I think that you're kind of like a mentor now, especially going to all these different schools. People really look up to you. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Now, I know you mentioned social media earlier. It can have, pros and cons to it. What do you think is a good age for, if parents are thinking about letting their child open up, an Instagram account, for example? Do you think there's a certain age, just from your point of view, that you think would be good?
That's actually a really good question. And I didn't know this until recently, but it's actually technically illegal for kids under 13 to have an Instagram or a Facebook.
Oh.
I didn't know this.
Wow.
I think I got my Facebook when I was 12.
Oh.
So, but this is something we usually don't know. And I actually recently partnered with an app called Mazu, which is for kids under 13. And it's really cool because when you make an account, it's you have to make a parent account and a kid account. So it's very easy for the parents to monitor what's going Mazu like controls the content, so it's like very kid friendly and all positive and uplifting, and it's a bully free zone. And I think it's a really cool stepping stone to kind of lead into maybe going to an Instagram or a Facebook. But I think like 13 is a fair age to let a kid have an Instagram.
Yeah.
As long as parents are like monitoring what they're posting and commenting on other people's things, because you run into issues when you have no idea what they're posting. And my parents always told me never put anything in writing that you might regret.
Right.
Because people can take screenshots. Maybe it doesn't actually delete. So definitely only post positive, nice things.
Yeah, and then you're seeing that lately where people have posted things from years ago and it's coming back to haunt them. So that's a good point that you said that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So what is the name of the app? Can you spell the name of the app that you partnered with?
Yeah, it's called Mazu. It's Mazu.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the perfect introduction to social media for someone who's maybe like 11 years old and wants an Instagram, but you're not ready to let them have an Instagram. I think it's a really good stepping stone for kids.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm going to look that up. Well, I really enjoyed speaking with you. Is there anything else that you're working on or that you're trying to promote that you want to talk about?
I think we pretty much covered everything.
Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Jessie. You enjoy your time in LA, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, you have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, you too. It was
Okay.
nice talking to you.
Oh, you too. Bye.